Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's class of Sahaja Yoga Meditation. My name is Brad Underwood. I'm one of the instructors here, one of the volunteer instructors for Sahaja Yoga Meditation. We're coming to you from Dallas, Texas. So if you're watching online from Shreveport or from Lubbock, welcome to today's class. So if you're watching from anywhere in the world, we welcome you. So today's class will be about an hour and a half or so. We're going to have an introduction. I will guide a meditation twice, two meditations, and hopefully by the end of this experience, you'll feel more relaxed. You'll have a nice, start to your weekend after today. So for the introduction part, let me just explain a little bit about what this meditation is and how it works, so we have a little understanding before we kind of dive into it. First of all, we have some new people today. I promise you won't be on YouTube, but I do have a question. So what maybe perhaps are you all hoping to experience or hoping to find with meditation? Do you have any goals with meditation or what it might mean to you? That's very true. So trying to get back into meditation, learning to relax and shut off your brain, quiet our mind. How about you all? Anything? Same thing. Okay, ditto. Okay. Well, I will tell you this meditation can do all those things. It does do all those things. But let's define what meditation itself is. Meditation brings peace, quiet, and it quiets our mind, a more balanced life. Those are the benefits of meditation. But what does it mean to meditate? In this meditation, we describe that as thoughtless awareness. So thoughtless awareness is when your mind is completely quiet. There's no thoughts in your mind. That is the state of meditation. It's a state where your mind is at peace. You're not in a trance, you're not sleeping, you're fully aware of what's going on, but your mind is quiet. And how many of us have felt that recently? Oh, oh yeah, you have, because you've been practicing for a while. But it's a difficult thing. When was the last time we had no thoughts in our mind? Very rare. Our mind never stops. We wake up in the morning and our mind starts going. We work or whatever we do all day long. Then at the end of the day, we're laying in bed at night and we're thinking about processing everything that happened that day, last week, 20 years ago. It's coming back into our attention. We wake up in the morning and it starts over again. That's all of us. We're human beings. And that's what we're all experiencing. But there's a way through this meditation to quiet that down. And it happens naturally. So that's what meditation means. Let's talk about how this meditation works. So our name, if you saw the sign, Sahaja Yoga Meditation. You brought a mat. So sometimes we can meditate on the ground or on a mat. We think of the word yoga, we think of mats and exercise. But the word yoga, who knows what that word actually means, the definition of yoga. So the word yoga means connection or union with something greater than yourself, a higher power. That's what yoga means, to be connected to that higher power. And Sahaj means born with you, placed inside of you, built inside of you. So you put them together to make that connection, to be connected to something greater than yourself. Call that the universe, divine love, God. To have that connection, you've already got it all inside of you. It's all built inside. You're born with it. Sahaja Yoga. This meditation, I mentioned I'm a volunteer here. We're all volunteers. We're all volunteers here. Because this meditation was founded 50 years ago, in 1970, 50 years ago now, by the lady that you see in the photograph. And that was one of the founding principles of this meditation. You cannot charge people for what they're born with. You already have this inside of you. So there's no business here. There's no profit motive. We don't have a financial statement. It doesn't work that way. We all volunteer. I had a great experience with this meditation, and I felt like I just want to tell other people about it. And maybe someday you'll be standing up here doing the same thing. Let's see how it goes. So how does it work? Sahaj, built inside of you. Have you all seen anything like this before? Kind of new? Yeah, you've seen something like this before? Kind of new? Okay. So basically what we're looking at when we see this, we call this our subtle system. We have inside of us, have you heard the word chakra before? Okay, this is what you're looking at. You're looking at chakras here. Chakra, call it a chakra, call it an energy center. You can call it a plexus, like our solar plexus, nerve plexuses. Simply, you can call them qualities. We have qualities built inside of us. This is what's built inside. This is the Sahaj part, built inside of us. We have 7 of these chakras, these qualities. We may not make that connection yet, connected back. Why do I feel this way? It's because something's out of balance inside. We don't make that connection yet, but that's one of the benefits of this meditation too. You start to connect those dots. So those are 7 qualities. And then you see the 3 lines. These are important too. We want to just mention those 2 real quick. These are called channels of energy inside of us. We have a left, a right, and the center. And so our left channel, or our left side, this is the channel of our emotions, our emotional side. It's the channel of our desire, all the things that we wish for in life, we want, our desires in life. And it's our past, all of our past on the left side. The right side is the opposite of that. This is our action side. This is the channel that helps us have our thinking, our planning for the future. This is the future. This is the past inside of us. And the center, the white line, is the present. The present. So how many of you have seen a meme that shows maybe somebody jumping up on a beach? Live in the moment, be in the moment. We hear that all the time. So this is the present. This is being in the moment right here. And so we got, again, left, right, past, future, and present inside of us. And like these centers inside, these channels are also very important to how we feel every day, how we experience our life. If this body is our vehicle, then our left channel is our brake and our right channel is our accelerator. This is our car, and this helps us to maintain a balance in our life, the left and the right. We want to keep them not too extreme on one side or the other, because we want to go down our road of life at the proper speed, not too fast, not too slow, not veering off this way, not veering off that way. You want to be in the center, again, in the center. Now, life happens. So, again, this system inside of us, when we're little, when we're born, think of little small children, how sweet they are, how we are so drawn to them, because everything is functioning great. They haven't been out in the world much yet, So everything's working, and especially the quality of innocence in little children is so strong. Innocence, which is, again, one of those things that draws us to them. They're so delightful that we see in kids. As we begin to age, especially as we start to get to become 12, 13, teenage years start, we start to get an identity, or we identify with different groups at school or different things, our life starts to change. And the thinking that we're all experiencing that we just talked about at the beginning, that's when that starts to kick in, around that time. Little kids aren't doing that. Little 5-year-olds aren't laying in bed worrying about what happened at school that day. They let it go. And that's just natural. We all were that way once, and we can get it back. We can get it back through this meditation. So, again, as we grow, these qualities or these chakras, call them what you will, they might start to go a little out of balance in our life, depending on so many things. The environment that we grow up in, decisions that we make, society, so many things can start to affect them. It's a very sensitive system inside of us. These channels too. So our left channel, again, this is our brake and our accelerator. If our left channel starts to get a little overactive in life, then we can start to feel blue. That's where that comes from. A little bit down. It comes from inside. If it's persistent, then that's where depression comes from, on the left side. The right side is the opposite of that. So somebody who just cannot stop thinking, planning, go, go, go. And we all know those kind of people, go, go, go. That can lead to impatience and, quick temper and those types of things. Somebody who's very sure of themselves and has a hard time maybe, listening to other points of view. That's kind of the right side. We had a comment from the audience I won't share, but we all know people like that, and maybe we feel that ourselves. Maybe we feel that in a week. We feel one side and the other. So just examples of how this system can kind of go a little bit out of balance for us. All right, so this is what's going on inside of us. We're all a little different on the inside, just like the outside. We're all dealing with different things. How do we get this back to where it's at its very best? So we're our best. How do we recharge this? Nothing's been recharging us from the inside. We recharge from the outside. We take a vacation, we take a long weekend or whatever we do to kind of help us kind of get back into balance and kind of relax ourselves. But then we're right back Monday morning. It's all back again. So what recharges us from the inside? Really nothing, but there is something that can recharge us, and that is also built inside of us. So at the base of our photo here, our image, there's a little triangle. That represents our sacrum bone. At the base of our spine, we all have a triangular bone called the sacrum bone. And inside of that bone, inside of every human being, there's an energy. Anybody heard about that before? Have you heard the word Kundalini before? Okay. Okay, very good. So there's an energy called the Kundalini inside of every human being. That sounds like a foreign sounding word, Kundalini. But the way to understand this energy is this is a mothering energy inside of every human being. We all have this quality inside, or this energy. She's dormant, she's resting inside of us, but she knows all about you. So if you've got some imbalances inside or some strengths, she knows that. She also has a vision for you. She sees you at your very best. She has a vision for your life, maybe even greater than you see for yourself, because she sees you with all of these qualities functioning at their very best. And her desire, this is a living energy. She has a desire to be awakened and rise up. And when she does that, if there's any imbalances in these different centers inside, she starts to clear them out. So like a mother does to her child, she knows exactly what you need and she starts taking care of you. She does the work. In this meditation, it's not about, I'm going to force myself to be more balanced and peaceful and forgiving. We can try that. I don't know how long it'll last once we get on 75 and start driving, but you let the energy do it for you. And so these qualities are already inside of you. Sahaj, it's built inside of you. We're all designed to be forgiving, compassionate, incredible people. We all have that potential inside. And your energy starts to bring those qualities out automatically. Peace. Yeah, we want to live a peaceful life. Peace comes from right here, inside. So she nourishes you, and you automatically become these things. So another meaning of Sahaj, besides born inside of you, is automatic or spontaneous. It happens spontaneously. So the energy rises, nourishes you, helps bring you more into balance. If you're more kind of a left or right side person, she helps bring you into the center. So you're automatically living that way too, in a more balanced way. And then she comes to this point here. And let's talk about this because we talked at the beginning about all the thoughts in our mind. How do we slow down the thoughts or take out the thoughts? Your energy does that too. She does that too automatically. So she rises up to this point, and our left channel and our right channel, they come up and they cross over here. This is part of our nervous system, by the way. If you've ever known or heard of someone who's had a stroke on one side of their brain, it affects the other side of their body. That's what's happening here. This is built inside of us. So they come up and they cross over, and they cross right here. They cross right here at this point, and all the thoughts that we talked about, they're either from the past or from the future. The thoughts are from the past or from the future. It could just be, again, what happened at work yesterday, or it could be, okay, after this class, I've got to go to Costco. And, thoughts are just coming all the time. And they bubble up from the past or in the future. They bubble up into our mind. This is our mind here. They bubble up, and we're just experiencing thought after thought after thought. But when your energy rises to this point, and we take advantage of the quality here. You can see the quality here is forgiveness. The quality built inside of us right here is to forgive. When we forgive, then our energy crosses over this center. And when that happens, then that state of thoughtless awareness that I mentioned at the beginning, that state of meditation begins to happen automatically. Your thoughts begin to slowly reduce from 10 thoughts a minute to 8, then 7. You may feel that little bit of peace in your mind. You talked about a couple of seconds of quiet. It may just be a couple of seconds at first, but the more you meditate, this energy is boundless, endless energy begins to rise, more and more begins to rise, and that little 2 seconds becomes 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. 5 seconds of quiet in your mind, that doesn't seem like much, but that is enough to help to rewire all the complications in our mind. Our minds are very complicated. Just a few seconds, even if that can help to make you feel more relaxed. Does this all make sense so far? It's all working naturally inside of you. And then one more thing, when your energy reaches the last center here, let's just talk about that. So on top of our head, we had a soft spot when we were little. This is where the last energy center is on top of our head. And when the energy reaches this point, crosses through here, comes to this point, then that yoga that we mentioned takes place. Then you get that connection automatically. It's all built inside of you. We call that self-realization here, that connection, self-realization. It's the same thing. Self-realization, yoga, connection. And then when that happens, this drawing or this theory begins to become real to you. You begin to feel it for yourself. How do you begin to feel it? Physically, you begin to feel. You notice how every fingertip on our chart here has a color. All of our hands, our fingertips are connected back to these energy centers inside of us. So you begin to feel your own system on your hands. Your hands begin to talk to you and tell you what's going on inside. If you have strengths or challenges inside, you begin to understand yourself more deeply. You may feel the energy flowing through you as a coolness or a warmth on your hands. You may feel that. It exits here. It comes out. Somebody named this the fontanelle bone, little fountain. Like a little fountain, the energy, you can feel it on top of your head. You may feel that today. You may feel it the next time you come. Everybody's a little bit different. But just things to watch out for. This meditation reveals itself to you. It's your own experience. I wish I could snap my fingers and everybody suddenly we're all there together. But there's a key. I can't do that because this energy respects you. Your energy respects you. And the key for the energy to move is that you just have a wish for it in your heart. You just ask for it. This is actually very simple. You could call it scriptural in a way, that ask and you will receive, knock and the door will be open to you, seek and you shall find. It really is that simple. Just ask from your heart and the energy starts to rise because that's what she wants. Again, that's what she wants. She wants to give you that connection. Any questions? All make sense? Everybody ready? Okay. So for those of us watching online, we here in our Dallas Center, we have the opportunity to add a little extra to our meditation, and we soak our feet in some salt water. If you're watching from Lubbock or from Shreveport or from home and you don't have the ability to do this, don't worry about it. You still have a nice meditation. You don't have to do this. But we are going to take a very quick break, like 2-3 minutes to go fill up these tubs and come back. So if you're watching online, bear with us. Please be patient. We're going to play a little bit of music for you, and then we'll be right back and start our first meditation. So thank you. And we have Meditation. Forgive me. So we're back, and let me just talk about what a foot soak is and why we do this. So foot soaking is a great technique that helps us feel more relaxed. We mentioned these chakras inside of us, or these plexuses. It helps to clear out too. If there's anything bothering us inside, it gets drawn into the salt water. We're kind of creating like our own little ocean here. It just helps to pull that out. And this meditation, it doesn't cost anything. It's also uh, takes advantage of the elements around us. We're all made up of elements, and we use those elements to help us feel more relaxed and more balanced, and to help assist our energy. So the elements that we're using in our foot soak are water and earth. Salt is the earth. The other five elements are the air that we breathe, the atmosphere around us, and then fire. Those are the five elements. So that's a foot soak. You can get a tub simple like this. Just put some simple, kitchen salt in here, and lukewarm water. Halfway fill it up and meditate with your feet in here. And especially at the end of a day, a long day, before you go to sleep, it's really, really helps sleep better, and it's a great technique. So that's a foot soak. All right, so let's begin. Everybody's ready to have a great experience. In this meditation, we're going to use our hands a lot. We have these different qualities inside of us, so we're going to actually use our right hand and place our right hand on our body at these different points. So our left hand is going to stay open on our lap like this, and our right hand is going to begin by putting on our heart. So like we're pledging allegiance, we'll just put our right hand on our heart right there. And then we move our hand underneath our ribs right here. All of this is going to be on the left side. And then we move our hand to our hip level, the lower part of our abdomen. And I'll go through all this again. Just want you all to kind of understand. Then we put our hand back underneath our ribs, then back over our heart. And then we put our right hand on the left side of our neck. Perfect. The left side. Right this way, right here. And then we'll put our hand across our forehead like this. We'll put our hand on the back of our head like this. We'll lift our head up. And then we'll stretch all of our fingers apart and put the palm of our hand at the crown of our head, what we talked about. So the last center is here. We'll put our hand like this. And I'm not holding on to my hair. I've got my fingers stretched apart like this, you can see, because we're going to massage our scalp. So very simple. And again, we do this because the energy flows through us. The left side is our desire. The right side is our action. And there's one more thing we do with our hands, and we'll all do that together. We call this raising our energy, the energy inside of us. If it's dormant, resting inside, we want the energy to rise. And so this is a way of expressing that desire by using our hands. So we can all do this together. Our left hand, we just put the palm of our hand towards our body. Just the palm, left hand. And the right hand goes in between. So your right hand is the closest to your body. Perfect. And now your right hand is the action hand, so it starts to move, and it moves over, outwardly. Yep, perfect, perfect. Okay, so you're rotating your right hand over your left hand, and now both your hands come up to the top of your head, and you tie a big knot on top of your head like that. Like you're saying inside, I want my energy to come up. I'm going to tie a knot so it stays up here above all this chatter in my mind. So we do it one time, then we raise our energy a second time. Right hand over left hand, take it all the way to the top of your head. Then you tie two big knots on top of your head like that. Take your hands back down. Then you guessed it. Third time, we tie three big knots. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Perfect. Very good. Don't worry if it's not perfect. It's more what's in your heart than doing this exactly right. And you'll get the hang of it. So then the second part of this, for each one of these qualities or these centers inside of us, we put a shield over ourselves. So to do that, you just put your left hand at your hip level, and your right hand touches your left hand. Yep, perfect. And you make a big arch over the top of your head. Yeah, and you bring the arch all the way back. So that's one. Now you do it a total of 7 times, over and back. Total of 7 times, over and back. Again, don't worry if you lose count. It's not going to affect your experience. But we want to use our own energy inside of us, flows through us, to just put this protection, you can call it, over ourselves. Okay, now we can put our feet in the water. And if you're wearing glasses, you're welcome to take your glasses off because that just helps remove any pressure on our temples. And now to begin with, we're just going to relax. We'll close our eyes, put both of our palms open on our lap, both palms open, and let's just let everything go. Just relax, relax. Our energy really does everything for us. All we need to do is just relax and get out of the way. So we want to begin our meditation by, first of all, physically being comfortable. So our eyes are closed. Our eyes are closed gently, gently. Relax your eyes. Relax your eyes, your eyebrows. Just relax your face, forehead. Relieve any tension in your neck and shoulders. Again, be comfortable in your chair. Remove any discomfort, any pressure points you might be feeling. Arms are loose and relaxed, palms open. Legs also relaxed. Let your legs be loose. And your feet are flat. Whether you're doing this foot soak or you're, again, watching online without this technique, your feet are flat on the ground. And then we take our right hand and we place it over our heart on the left side. Like we're pledging allegiance, we just put our hand over our heart. And we put our attention on our heart. So we all have this energy inside, this energy that's resting. She respects our desire, she respects us, and the key to unlock our energy, again, is very simple. All we do is ask. We just ask from our heart. So we want to keep our mind and our heart open through this experience. Just keep your mind and your heart open and see for yourself. See for yourself. Let's begin by, we can say in our heart, please may I experience the peace of meditation. We just express that desire in our heart. Please may I experience the peace of meditation. And then we can say inside of our heart, please may I feel the comfort of my own energy. Please may I feel the comfort of my own energy. This is a mothering, loving, comforting energy inside of us. Please may I feel that for myself. And then keeping our attention here on our heart, let's all ask a question inside. Inside of our heart, we can ask the question, do I have a higher self? We'll ask that in our heart 3 times. Do I have a higher self? 3 times in our heart. Do I have a higher self? Now we move our hand under our ribs on the left side. So the upper part of our abdomen, we just press our hand very gently here. And you do want to press your hand. Press your hand gently. Put your attention here where you feel your hand. And here we ask a second question 3 times in our heart. Here we ask the question, can I lead a disciplined life? Can I lead a disciplined life? 3 times in our heart. Can I lead a disciplined life? And now we take our right hand and we move it to the lower part of our abdomen. So right at hip level, we just want to press our hand very gently, right here, gently but firmly, and put our attention here. So now we have these centers inside, these qualities built inside. We're going to begin to ask our own energy to nourish these qualities inside. Every one of us has this energy built inside. We're all born with it, no matter where we come from or what we look like or what language we speak, what color we are. We're all born the same inside. So we want to ask our own energy to bless us with these qualities inside. It's your energy. It's your energy. We're going to address our energy as mother energy or mother, whatever, either way. So here, the quality inside of us, where our hand is a knowledge that's built inside of us. And this is a positive knowledge built inside. We can call it divine knowledge. We can call it divine inspiration. Where does that come from? It comes from here, from this center inside of us. So we're going to say or ask 6 times in our heart, Mother Energy, please may I have pure knowledge. Mother Energy, please may I have pure knowledge. With our attention right here where our hand is. We ask that 6 times in our heart. Mother Energy, please may I have pure knowledge. Please may I have pure knowledge. Pure knowledge is positive knowledge. It's good for us, good for our lives. Please may I have pure knowledge. And we ask 6 times because these chakras inside of us are like flowers and they have petals on them. And this chakra has 6 petals. So we ask 6 times. Please may I have pure knowledge. We move our hand now back under our ribcage. Nice and relaxed. Nice and relaxed. We put our hand here and put our attention here. We ask the question here, can I lead a disciplined life? Can I lead a disciplined life? So what are we asking when we ask that question? It means, do I have control over my life? Can I control myself? Can I learn from my past and change myself, improve myself? Or am I just destined to make the same mistakes and have the same challenges over and over again? And the truth is, built inside of us is the quality of self-discipline. It's right here inside of us, where our hand is, built inside. And that gives us the strength to improve ourselves, to do the right thing comes from here, to do what's right. So let's affirm that strength that we all have. And we'll say this 10 times in our heart. Mother Energy, I am my own master. Mother Energy, I am my own master. Mother Energy, I am my own master. Self-discipline or self-mastery, the same thing. Mother Energy, I am my own master. We say that with confidence in ourselves. 10 times. Mother Energy, I am my own master. Then we take our right hand and we place it back on our heart. Back on our heart. Now let's put our attention deep inside deep inside of our heart. We can feel our heart beating. Let your attention go deep down in. And we ask the question here, do I have a higher self? Do I have a higher self? Am I more than just my body and my mind, my thoughts, my past, my future? Is there something deeper inside of me? And the truth is, every one of us, again, every human being, inside of our heart resides that higher self. And so we can call that higher self the spirit in our heart. So here we affirm 12 times in our heart, very simply, Mother Energy, I am pure spirit. Mother Energy, I am pure spirit. Just say this inside of your heart. Mother Energy, I am pure spirit. That is the highest that we are above everything else. Pure spirit. Now we take our right hand. You want to put your right hand on the left side of your neck, where your neck and your shoulder meet. Just press your hand right here, and you can very gently squeeze here too. And we put all of our attention here now. Put all of our attention here. So we have this mothering energy inside of us, and she knows exactly how to help us, what we need, where to nourish us. So this works automatically. But there are things that we can do for ourselves in life that help us to be more balanced and assist our own energy, help our own energy, like a child would help her mother. And one of those things that we can do for ourselves, that we must do for ourselves to be our best, is to let go of the past, to let it go. And specifically, right here where our hand is, if we feel guilty, that guilt starts to accumulate right here on our shoulders. And it weighs us down, and it keeps us stuck. So here we can say in our heart 16 total times, up to 16 times. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. We say it 16 times. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. We want to reject it. Reject guilt. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. And believe in yourself. Say it like you mean it. I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. I am not guilty at all. We're all human. We make mistakes. But to feel guilty and to hold on to that, again, keeps us from being our best. So let it all go. Now we take our right hand and we place it across our forehead. Left hand stays open, right hand across our forehead. You can bend your head down a little bit here. Bend your head down slightly. And we talked about this center. This is the center of the quality of forgiveness built inside of us. So again, really for this energy to work fully, to really feel the benefits of this energy and of this meditation, we need to let go here and forgive. Forgive ourselves and forgive everyone. So here, without thinking about any particular person, and here we don't count the number of times. It's really however many times you want to say this in your heart. Mother Energy, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Just say that from your heart. Mother Energy, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. I forgive. I forgive. It's forgiveness is a superpower we all have inside of us. So take advantage of that. And forgiving is for you. It's for you. It's not for others. Forgiving is for your benefit. It helps you. So let it all go. We take our right hand now, we put it on the back of our head. We're going to tilt our head up. We're going to keep our eyes closed, but tilt your head up and back now. So your head is resting back on your hand. Nice and relaxed. And this is the same quality inside of us. On this side of our head, on the back, we humble ourselves and we say from our heart, O Divine, please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made. O Divine, please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made. Again, just let everything go here. As many times as you'd like to say in your heart, O Divine, please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made. And now we take our right hand. We can bend our head down again slightly. We're going to stretch all of our fingers apart from each other. Stretch our fingers back and press the palm of our hand at the very top of our head where our soft spot used to be, the crown of our head. And press our hand down. We want to feel that gentle pressure that our hand is pressing down here. And we take all of our attention here. See if you can put all your attention where your hand is. And our heart, that desire, the desire to have this experience. We put our heart here too. Our heart, our hand, our attention. And we're going to massage our scalp in a circle. We're going to move our hand over to the left and down towards your forehead, and over to the right, and then all the way back. So left ear, forehead, right ear, back. That's the direction you want your circle to be. And we're going to make 7 circles. And with each circle we make, with each rotation, nice and slow, we're going to ask again. We're going to ask from our heart. We're going to say, Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization, my connection. 7 times. Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. We ask for that 7 times. All of your attention here, all of your heart, your mind is open. Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. 7 times. Please may I have my self-realization. And this is all built inside of you. You're born with the right to ask for this. Every one of us. Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. Now, when you're finished doing that, we just put our hand back on our lap. So now both palms are open, eyes are closed, relaxed, relax yourself, be comfortable, eyes closed gently. And we're going to just sit quietly for a moment or two with both palms open. If you can hold your attention at the very top of your head. Just try to keep your attention where we just massaged. See if you can keep it there. And just hold it there while we listen to this music. Nice and relaxed. If that feels a little challenging, don't worry, you're not doing anything wrong. The more you meditate, it becomes easier to keep your attention at the top of your head. But just try without stressing about it. So let's raise both of our palms up to the level of our heart. Our hands are open and we just raise our hands up to the level of our heart. And then we just put our attention on our hands. Just observe if you feel anything in your hands. You can put our attention first on our left hand. And move your attention around your fingertips to your palm and just observe. We can move our attention to our right hand and do the same thing. Just see for ourselves. If you feel anything, and just observe. Make a mental note. And we can put our hands back on our lap. So we're going to end this first meditation by raising our energy again. We can raise our energy 3 times. We tie 1 knot, then 2 knots, then 3. Then we put on the shield again 7 times. Over and back 7 times. Now for those of us in Dallas, we're going to dispose of our water. If you're watching online, again, we're just going to take a quick break while we take care of this, and we'll play music again for you, and we will be right back. So just hang on there. Hang on, and we'll be right back. All right, thank you so much. We're back. Thank you for being patient if you're watching online. So hope everyone's feeling a little more relaxed. So we'll finish up now. First, before we have our next meditation, our last meditation, I am going to play just a short talk of the founder of this meditation. She's talking specifically about the quality of peace inside of us, the quality of peace that comes from this center in our stomach. So we can play that talk and then we'll have our last meditation.
So you move to the third center, which we call as the Nabhi Chakra. This center is, on one side, is made of water, another side with fire. Around it are our 10 valencies, which we can call as our innate religion within ourselves. Now this Nabhi itself, or we can call the solar plexus, or we can say the navel chakra, gives us, as soon as the Kundalini rises, she awakens this, and the light, when it spreads, you become religious. I don't have to tell you anything. You just become. I don't have to say that you don't take drugs. You just don't take it. Overnight I have seen people have given up drugs. overnight alcoholism, overnight everything, and they enjoy their virtues. That's the best part of it. Some people think, oh, then what is the fun? What is this that you take something in the pub and next day you have a hangover? Here you take something and next day you are much better off. It never comes down. It never gives you a reaction. It's not artificial. It's not intoxicating. It is from your nerves. It's bubbling out. So this is the center which is very important in us, because most of us have a problem with this center. And here we have a capacity by this center that we enjoy our generosity. Now all matter, whatever it is, we are materialistic, it's a good idea to be materialistic. But the matter is, the aesthetics of matters are that you can give it to others, suggesting you're loving it. I think that's the only thing a matter can do. And in a very special way you can express that love. For example, somebody likes a particular thing, you go all the way to get it, and give that small thing, very small thing, to the person, and the joy, not out of the money that you have spent, but the feelings you have expressed of knowing what that person would love. And this kind of a depth develops within you such lovable, beautiful society you enter into. And you don't need anything because everybody is looking after your needs. Now I have told them I love flowers because I don't take anything else. So you must see whenever I come, my house is so filled with flowers that my husband was saying, let us go live in the garden and let the flowers be. So, you see, the joy of giving comes from this center. And whatever you eat, whatever you have to eat, whatever is good for you, you eat. You don't have to bother as to what to eat, what not to eat. You just eat whatever is good for you, benevolent for you. You become so wise. And also you please others. You don't displease others by saying, this is bad food, I want that. I want goes away. What do you want? So like you would say, a candle which is not enlightened is waiting to be enlightened, is asking for the light. I want light. But once it is enlightened, it gives light to others automatically. Supposed to be. In the same way, you also start giving your light, your love, your joy to others. Automatically. I don't have to tell you. Nobody has to go through any 10 commandments anymore. Those days are gone. Now automatically you become like that. Very beautiful people, very affectionate and glorious, I should say. If you see the glow on the face of Sahaja, the face itself is radiant. Many people drop out their 10 years to 20 years in their age, and they are so enthusiastic, never get tired. Especially in England, I've seen, or also in the West, I would say everywhere. People get very easily tired. On the television also you'll find people will come and sit down. Young people, they'll talk 10 times, they'll say, Why are we so tired? Because we think too much. All energy is wasted in thinking, so no energy left to enjoy anything whatsoever.
All right, so I hope you could hear in our center, the volume is a little low, but you all kind of catch what Shamaji was saying. I'll just kind of go over it a little bit. She was talking about this center, the quality inside of us. The quality here is peace. Another quality is generosity, and that's what Shamaji was focusing on. I love the way that she said the word automatic several times. Automatically, you become these things. This is, again, what we talked about. This is Sahaj, this is built inside of you. Automatically, when this energy starts to nourish this energy, you become more peaceful, more generous. She mentioned the days of the Ten Commandments are over because when this energy rises, you become those things. Automatically, you become those things. She said, you know, people give up bad habits overnight automatically. It's not something you have to force it because it's built inside of you. We talked about when we did our meditation earlier that I have self-mastery. I have self-discipline in my life. That's enough. That's the quality around this. We see the main center here of peace and generosity, and around it, surrounding it, is that quality of self-discipline inside. So all of this becomes enlightened automatically. And one other thing that she said that I really loved is that, we live in a very materialistic world. Materialism, the only good thing that materialism, or the only thing it's good for is to give it to other people, to use it to give to others, to express that love and that generosity. So, any questions about that? Okay. All right. Well, let's have our last meditation. So let's just be comfortable again. We can just sit comfortably, close our eyes, and so glasses can be taken off, palms open, and relaxed. Relax. Let's take our right hand and put it on our navel. Place our right hand over our navel. And we put our attention here. So it's very simple. Our energy responds to our desire when we ask, and we'll ask here for the qualities of peace and generosity. The simple act of just putting our hand here and putting our attention here is a way of expressing that desire, and the energy responds to that too. That's why we use our hands. So we put our hand here, our attention here, and we can just say in our heart, Mother Energy, please bless me with peace and generosity. Please bless me with peace and generosity. It seems very simple, but when we ask, and we ask from our heart, the energy responds. Please may I be peaceful and satisfied. Please may I be peaceful and satisfied. We talked earlier about being in the moment and living in the moment. And being satisfied is a big part of that, to feel satisfied with life. That doesn't mean that we don't have goals and dreams, but we don't want to delay our satisfaction to some future date when everything in our life will supposedly line up perfectly. We want to feel satisfied in the moment, at this moment, and our energy can help do that for us. So please may I be a peaceful and satisfied person as I am at this moment in my life. And just hold your attention here for another moment. Let's move our right hand just to the left of our navel. So same area, but just to the left side of our navel. Press our hand gently here, similar to where it was earlier in our meditation. Right here on the left side. Press our hand here. On the left side of the center, this is responsible for the peace of our home life, peace of our home life, our family life, our relationships. So we put our attention here, we ask, please make my home life peaceful and satisfying. Please make my home life peaceful and satisfying. Put your attention here. Please bring peace to my family life, my relationships, my home life. Please make me a more peaceful person. When we are more peaceful, automatically those around us feel that peace. Please may the peace inside of me be felt by others. And please make my home an open, inviting home, another quality that we have built inside of us right here. An open, inviting home, not closed off, but a place where people want to be together. Let's put our right hand back on our lap. We'll take our left hand and put it on the right side of our lap. Just put our hand right here and press very gently. Put our attention here. So the right side here, the quality of peace, is the peace outside of our home life. Peace in our workplace, in our school, in our community, our involvement outside of home, whatever positions we have in life. So please bring peace to those areas of my life. Please make me peaceful in these areas of my life as well. Again, this doesn't mean we don't have goals in life, but at this moment, please bring peace to these areas of my life. Please bring peace to my work life, my school life, my community. And we can put our hand back on our lap. Let's take our right hand now again. Right hand and put it in the center of our chest. And put your attention right in the center of your chest. Again, you can press very gently here. And we'll ask for the quality here. Mother Energy, please make me a fearless person. Please make me a fearless person. Please remove any fear or insecurity that might be in my heart. Our heart is very sensitive, again, to the outside, and our society can make us insecure, make us feel insecure. Do I look right? Do I have the right car? Do I live in the right neighborhood? We question ourselves. We can begin to feel insecure. So please make me a secure person, fearless, courageous person, secure in myself. And please open up my heart. Please open up my heart. If my heart has barriers built around it, please dissolve those barriers. So my heart is open, trusting, pure. We all have those qualities inside. So Mother Energy, please open up my heart. And let's move our hand back over to the left side of our heart, where we began our meditation today. Put our attention here. Again, deep down inside, we can put our attention. I want to affirm again that above everything else in my life, I am pure spirit. And Mother Energy, I need to be more connected with that higher self. Please connect me to that higher self, to my spirit. Live my life, awareness that I am the spirit. Just hold your attention here for just a moment. Now let's move our hand back to our forehead and put our hand across our forehead, and we can gently squeeze from both sides with our fingertips and our palm, just very gently squeeze here. And again, we just want to let everything go here. Let it all go. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. I forgive. Say it from your heart. I forgive. I let go of everything. I let go and I forgive. And when our energy passes through here, crosses over the center, when we forgive, then our mind becomes more relaxed. And any judgments we have, negative thoughts, self-doubts, these things begin to fade away automatically. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. And then we stretch our fingers apart one more time and place the palm of our hand on top of our head. And again, we're going to massage 7 times. 7 times. Left, front, right, and back. 7 circles, and this time we'll ask 7 times, Mother Energy, please establish my self-realization. Mother Energy, please establish my self-realization. Please establish my self-realization 7 times, just from your heart. This is like a seed being planted and it grows and grows. Please establish my self-realization 7 times. And then when we're finished, again, we just put our hand back on our lap, both palms open, listen to some music again, nice and quiet, and hold our attention at the top of our Now, thoughts are coming. That's okay. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. The more you practice, it becomes easier. If you are feeling thoughts coming, there's a simple thing you can do, and that is just to say, not this thought, 3 times, nice and slow. Not this thought. Not this thought. And try to bring your attention back to the top of your head. Take the ring finger of our right hand and just press the ring finger right in the center of our forehead. Press your ring finger against your forehead, and we're on the right hand, and we're going to massage here again. So massage in a circle from the top, over to the left, down, over to the right, and back up to the top. And just make a massage in a circular motion. Letting everything go. I forgive. I let go. I let go. I let go. Back on our lap again. Just quietly for another moment or two. Keep our attention at the top of our head. Nice and relaxed. Let's raise our palms again to the level of our heart one more time. And again, just observe your hand. Your left hand, all your fingertips. Just move your attention around your palm. The left hand and the right hand. Just observe both. We can even ask to feel our own energy. So we can just say in our heart 3 times, please may I feel my own energy on my hands. Say that from your heart 3 times. Please may I feel my own energy on my hands. Please may I feel my own energy on my hands. And just observe. Back down now. Another moment. Sit quietly. top of our head, just put our back and our heart, like we're putting the allegiance again. And we'll end our meditation again by raising our energy. Putting on the shield 7 times. So how y'all feeling? Did I keep my promise? Y'all feel more relaxed? Did anybody notice anything when we tried to feel anything in our hands? Feel anything? You did? Okay. Can you describe it a little bit for me and just okay. Okay, very good. Anybody else? Very good. So we had someone in our audience feel on their hands some warmth, some tingling, and someone else felt tingling back in the back. So what you're feeling is your own energy moving through you. That's basically what you're feeling. Tingling is telling you that your energy is working inside of you. The more you meditate, you might begin to feel more specifically. Was it a specific thing or just kind of all around? Yeah. Well, you were paying attention. That's very good. That's great. It's like it's a way of decoding yourself on the inside. So you kind of relate it back. Okay, I was feeling my ring finger on the left side. Yeah. So that is actually this center inside of us here. It's on the back. It's on the back. So your energy is working in here. We might carry stuff with us consciously or unconsciously. Your energy is pushing it out, pushing it out, like almost like turning on a hose. She's clearing out these things, and kind of they're coming out. So again, it kind of clears us, and this kind of tells you this is where things are working on. Same thing that's the same as back here. You might feel it in your fingers. You might actually feel it in the centers, like you did. You might feel coolness, and you felt warmth a little bit. Coolness is a sign that you're in a more balanced state. Warmth is a sign that that stuff is kind of clearing out. You may feel warmth and coolness on the same day, but your energy is moving inside of you. That's the main point. I didn't do anything. It was your own energy inside of you. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us online. Lubbock, thank you. Shreveport, we'll be here next week. You can always go online to YouTube and Google or search in YouTube, DFW Meditation, and all of our classes are stored there. And you can always follow along anytime you'd like. So thank you so much.